Okay. Defeat. Oh. Fantasy. Oh. Grief. What? What does she want? Disarray. Okay. Whew. Existence. Okay. Never mind. Disaster. Oh, vivid. Death. Uh-oh. Hmm. Again? Okay. Oh. Had to do that one carefully. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Joining this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say it like that. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See, she is not fine. She always shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe you should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Uh-oh, Sayori's starting to become quiet. Starting to feel bad. That's a big sign for the you-know-what, the big D. Depression. Gooseduck, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. How can you not notice it? Sayori's like... And now she is down there. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly gauging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Gooseduck. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Well, duh. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. I know what that is. I knew it fucking right away because people always do it to me. Sorry, no, it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop in now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing is on her mind is you, Gustak. Oh no! This is where I start to feel bad. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Ooh, ouch. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light that was turned on inside of her. No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Gustuk. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I'm gonna go take a very thoughtful piss. Where was I in simping? I mean, playing Doki? Okay. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? She is really fucking sus, if I'm being honest. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. Nope. I am writing that down right now as we speak. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. I think you should just not let me handle this shit. Alright, Monica smiles meaningfully. Oh, she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Exactly. You can't just forget about it. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit down by myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. I know! Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Or you can go over to Yuri and talk to her. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now I know it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything, but I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. That's really not that much big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seemed a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time is all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Gustak. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there must be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Oh boy. Her mannerisms are on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. Yeah. And she may not always know what she wants. Notice her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, guess that was the case, Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you know, to put it that way, we're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes persons mysterious are untold that even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. Ooh, reading time. Ooh, reading time. Should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay. But we were reading! What? After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica as she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm curious of what she would say. Goose-Duck, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Thank you! Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've never been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something that you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Goose-Duck, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. What'd you say? I will gladly sit by you by lunch. Just hit me up and I'll be right there in a fucking snap. Okay. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some book with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. Yeah, I've never watched this fucking game before, and I saw it on Steam and I was like, hey, I've heard of that game before. Why not play it and turn it into a video soon, even though I'm too lazy to edit? And shit, you know? People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know will make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And why'd you say body type, huh? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Goose-Duck. I didn't say anything. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with me, that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Goose-Duck. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you always treat me just like everyone else. Exactly, dude! So rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Well, yeah, I fed you fucking chocolates. Which was a banger. Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ooh, part 2, okay. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. Light flickers, my heart pounding. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flicking against his outstretched arm, the flickering light in its rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green, my heart is amber. A lot of symbolism in that. Where's my mouse go? Oh. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it to me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Ooh, I'm not a simp. You can't prove me wrong. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one is about. Yeah, it's about Daddy Goose Duck me. Woohoo! I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine, I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. Yeah, you already know. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. I hope we'll keep spending time together. Me too! Ha ha ha. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerging on Yuri's lips. I come again, try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Oh, I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... The poem is, once again, Yuri fails to perform a complete sentence. Yes! You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. Good tea. Yes. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. Don't worry, I have all the time in the world, girl. But I'm sure we can talk again later. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me. I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, my heart. My heart. Oh. Get this one out of the way. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't. Let's talk to Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. Doll, you want this for something else, didn't you? Stop! Stop! You're making me feel bad for simping. I mean, probably Yuri. No, I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. This makes me really happy, and you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. I'm a Yuri simp too. We're on the same page. My man or girl. I don't discriminate here. It's just I relate to fucking Yuri. No, ooh. Put a comma. But no. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. All right. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? Oh, I am so gonna worry about you. You can go play with everyone else now. Play? Huh? If you insist. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. No. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Well, Monica. Hi, Gustuk. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Oh god. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. Oh, excuse me. It'd also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Gustuk. Thank you. As if I already don't have experience myself. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. No, you don't. Yeah, shut up. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talking the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Oh, you know. You know, just being a guy. Just being me. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting it in a lot of effort. You must really like her. No, I don't. Wink, wink. That's it's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Yuri also simping. You already know. I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. All right. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Yeah, I know how this works. I've been through this multiple times. Her books are a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Okay. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Monica being awfully suspicious. Starting to think that this isn't a normal game. Alright. The lady who knows everything. So, Yuri told me that people call her Know-It-All. And this so happened to be called the lady who knows everything. Am I just thinking too much, or am I on something? An old tale that tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. No, it's not. But when all houses failed me, when all others has turned away, the legend all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the 12th sky. Till one day, it is directed to someone in the club. Okay. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist when all has failed me. To the way the legend knows all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the 12th sky. Oh, twilit sky. Till one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and fall and fall and even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up the gust of wind. You know, I feel like leaning and looking for answers are the sorts of thing that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we hadn't all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know that there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, wait, we wouldn't have anything to worry about, would we? Everything is not okay? What am I? Ooh. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? What'd she say? Two-dimensional? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Okay. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. Excuse me. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. She did. I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? I can agree. Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating the air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Okay. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Seems you're right, Sai. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously. Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Shut the fuck up, Natsuki. You know all my love goes to fucking Yuri. Oh. That was a bit cringe, so I'm sorry. I'll make my... Okay, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me lately, so I don't want to force it. It's curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. This is a weird day. This is a weird time to be in. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival. Things are starting to become weird. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing, that's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Cool. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself? Oh, damn. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, what is she doing? Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I got some. Alright. I'm useless. No, don't say that. Angry. That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. But I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decoration to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Stuck, the one who is truly useless. Yes! I am useless, not everyone else. Yes! Yes, Queen, I am useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Oh, I already know. You could always help me out as well. It would be really appreciative of that. That's Monica's suggesting I spend the weekend with my club members. I already know. Give me the decision. How on earth are they going to respond to a section like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. You don't have to beg those always some dirty work I can give to you. Yes. Give me Yuri. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like to handle the baking on your own. Gustuk may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations? Yes, fight over me, ladies, fight! Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Gustuk too. Wait, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Gustuk to decide how he likes to contribute. I already know. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. I was just saying though, jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Gustuk, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, ooh, there's still tea in my cup. Okay, so everyone look straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go with Yuri! Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Gustuk? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistant would be very useful. You can't even write in Monica's favor, not like you get attached anyways. True. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I have my preferences, okay? Don't judge. As a fellow Yuri simp, I thought you would understand. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Gustuk? Me? I guess you can say I'm anxious to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I don't really know why Gustuk picked me. You know why I picked you! Your cupcakes are the best cupcakes. Can we just go on with it? They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri's trying to sound like Sayori. Interesting. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of this whole event. I'll bet on it. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up the things to start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Give me your number, babe! Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped in my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Oh, yes. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Saturday. My place? Okay. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. I was taking that as a... Does she not want me to see something? Or... Okay. It won't be a problem. I decided to not press Yuri for a reason. Yeah, okay. It's not like it should matter much either way. So I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Exactly what I would too. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Goose-Duck. I think that will make a very productive team. I think so too, if we don't get distracted. Woo-hoo-hoo. If you don't, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Me too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Ooh woo. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Yeah, same. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might up happening when we're outside of school. I know! More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Yes! Take it! I'm gonna take it. I don't know about you. Or is it too early for that? I have to think about this logically because I don't want to ruin this. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's oncoming visit. Me too. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. Uh-oh, copyright. Meanwhile, we even been texting occasionally. Oh, yes! She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? Simping has its effects. But I am determined. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. It's gone quiet. I'm scared. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Why is it so quiet? Sayori's anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Uh-oh. Sayori? Oh, thank God. Hi, Goose-Duck. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Ah, the song. Why? I also recognize the same stuffed animals as wall decorations as he had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but how did you know that? Sierra had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaving is really uncharacteristic. Oh no. Finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiled, shaking her head. That's no good, Goose-Duck. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? What the fuck? Why? I'm just getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. What? Why? Oh, I feel so bad. I know this feeling. It just wants to torture me. Sayori, I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Goose-Duck, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. There's something wrong! I can feel it! I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Goose-Duck? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. This is hitting too close to home. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Oh no, don't say that. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? Oh, I feel the same way. I'm gonna cry. This is what it feels like. That's why I want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I'm also in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. How's it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Oh, that makes so much sense now. I fucking knew it. Cause I'm the same way. I also have depression and stuff. Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Then she's gonna say, oh, I just didn't want you to worry, because that's what I said. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Goose-Duck. I do understand! Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you wouldn't have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. That's exactly how I fucking feel. I don't want to be cared about. Exactly. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. So I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Oh, helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer to everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand, but I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it is to take for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Goose-Duck, there's nothing at all. Nothing that could help us if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. tears streaked down Sayori's face. Made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. That you came here, I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish, that's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Goose stuck. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Goose stuck. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what it needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd be better to tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in turn. Good. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Gustuk. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. No, you're not gonna. Okay. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want me to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. Oh. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's home is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it would be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Aha. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Sorry, I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. Let go of Yuri's wrist. She pulls both of her hands in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes, I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, Mood lighting aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take your guests to a faraway place. Though many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. So, it makes me feel relieved. And kinda happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that one thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. Smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You'll feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. Well, you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding or origami. So what I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang on the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. May attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I like that. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Ugh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Goose Duck. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you wouldn't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. That's cool by me, you know? They're just so pretty. Wait. Never mind. Hold up. Considering what we just heard last time about Sayori and her whole depressive state, I don't think that's a good thing. I am very scared right now. Okay. Let's keep going. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Aha, you're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Yeah, sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife over my index finger. Ow, goose duck. Why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I shouldn't have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah, she stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and... What? That's kind of hot. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively fold my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. What? Wait, hold up. What? Okay. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What the fuck? I'm sure it was a little rude, but it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'd do it anyway. What the fuck? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. What the fuck did I just read? You're so weird, Goose Duck. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. What? Okay. Down, boy. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected and will be very effective as the door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked for you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. Fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bringing it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh no! Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. Yuri, if you don't mind me asking, honey, can you, show me your wrists, please? So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, it'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Uh-oh! Kia. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. Get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. Turn my nail back in front of her. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I just didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, then Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. Oh. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in the daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently. Half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a minute ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. God damn it. The moment is over as soon as it began. Fuck! Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movement seems clumsier, like she is unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. Needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then I bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Haha. Say that like you're glad it's over. I was wrong to assume that you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit. Oh no, it's not that. I'm glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I just need to start making dinner soon. Okay. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have a little extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointing or anything. Or disappointed. Gathering all her things, Yuri seemed to look a little downcast. I understand why. Sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. So let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Goose Duck. Yuri takes a step closely, then briefly squeezes my hand. Kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond about that? I don't even get the chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Hi, Goose Duck. Sayori. Just now we weren't. It's okay, Goose Duck. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Ah, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. The music got quiet again. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you're having with Yuri. The music. And how you got close to her. Makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Goose Duck? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. Just be so mad if I could just disappear. Oh, don't say that. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Goose Duck. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Shut the fuck up. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monaco's right. I should just... Monica? Monaco's right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Goose Duck. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel, and that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods, even if you don't understand all of your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Fuck. What do I do? What is this? Okay, I'm gonna save. Oh, fuck. Oh. What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Goostuck. Sayori gazed at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this means this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I'll understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah. I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I kept wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Fuck! I would like to talk about something before I get back into it. This fucking game is gonna fuck me up. If it hasn't already, which it did by that whole last section. That whole last part with Sayori and stuff, that kind of hit a bit close to home. And I know there's a disclaimer at the beginning of this series or the game that it wouldn't be a pleasant experience for people with depression like me, and that was very correct. That was very, I don't know, that hit too close to home. But I'm still gonna keep going, and this is just gonna fuck me up. This. All right, let's keep going. I don't know. I almost teared up when Sayori fucking hugged me and stuff. I don't know. I feel. I don't know. I don't know what to feel. I'll continue with Sayori for now, but I saved separately. Right here. I saved separately. So I can always come back to that later, and I can always, continue my thing with Yuri in a different part. So yeah. Okay, continuing. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Goose Duck, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing the booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. That must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. And I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days as important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Maybe I shouldn't have fuck. You should take a little responsibility for her, Goose Duck. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. How the fuck does she know? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Hanging? Exchange. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. What? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages, each member's poems neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Ugh. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. What the fuck is this? Goose Duck, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. There is so much going on. There's no music! Why isn't there music? There's so much happening! I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Try not to take too long. Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls it out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her to help her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Oh no, something bad is gonna happen. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer. She's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. Oh, I'm so scared. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Walking up to her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh no. Fuck. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday's. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her, I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Fuck! Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, just remained friends with her. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. It's just gone. What the fuck? She's not here anymore. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Okay, I don't want to press that one because it's reset. Trace back. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I could probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. What the fuck? What the fuck? She's at least here, right? I could have helped her. Okay. Why can't I go back? Oh, I didn't mean to press fucking... Shit. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What do you come in here for anyway? Oh, just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. You know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? Quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It's like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. It's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything, reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Goose by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Goose Duck. You know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. I brought a guest with me. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Minatsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Goose Duck. Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Goose Duck in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Goose Duck? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. Ooh. So I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you'll feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interest in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You could have a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Goose Duck, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something so I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess I mean sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think that you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Gustuk? Hold on, there's still one problem. Now that we reached the most important talk, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes, but sorry, I thought, The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Gustuk. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join a literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Gustuk? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Gustuk, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Gustuk, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, I can really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.